Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. This is your boy Payne, and I want to talk a little bit about Lucia. So you guys are aware, I have now built my Lucia, and I'm working on it. She was level 30-ish last week. I got her to 52, and we all know, if you have been watching the videos, how my summons have gone, right? I actually did get a weapon and got myself the outfit. So I want to talk a little bit about Lucia because she kind of falls under the same category as with Sephiroth when he got his first physical weapon, and he's mostly a magical dealer. And obviously, I threw my arms up in the air, being like, "Why did they do this with the weapon?" Because obviously they eventually want everyone to have the ability to do magic and physical, and also heal and support, etc. Everyone, that's what Final Fantasy VII is all about, right? Because everyone's really customizable to be the same role, every role, as a matter of fact. The only difference they really have is their limit breaks for the most part. Well, Lucia, for me, it wasn't as big of a deal because I haven't been working on Lucia whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I didn't work on any of the first soldier characters except for Sephiroth, and this allowed me to mold Lucia a little bit more to a magic build or a hybrid build. And I think hybrid builds are going to work well. So let me talk to you guys about what I decided to do and how it works. I'm going to show you guys a co-op match with randoms with the highest level, and you guys can go from there. Okay, so actually, let me go back. And I guess I can explain to you guys my theory of why Lucia, I think, is going to work really well for a lot of these battles, and why having physical and magic for her is not that big of a deal. At least for me, it's not. So first thing, here's my co-op version of Lucia. So let's go into it. She's level 52. I've only started working on her stat stream very, very recently. You guys can see her magic attack, though, not too shabby. I can actually hit the same level of magic attack as Sephiroth at level 58 as I can with her at level 52. And Sephiroth has edged wings and much better outfit. Now, this outfit here is actually incredible for her. Boost magic attack +5, Earthblade Arcanum, exactly the same as Sephiroth, right? He has the +5, except he has the frost, or ice, I should say. She has earth. Now, this gives 35% more damage on earth attacks. Very, very important to remember that. And then, of course, I'm running her with her other magic attack weapon, which was great because it gives boost attack and it actually has pretty good stat stick. So the Vivi's magic gun. Now, you guys can swap these two if you want to. Let's just check out the stats and what happens when that happens. Okay, let's go back here. If you swap them, you see, magic does go down though. So that's why I haven't done it. Physical attack goes up. So really not worth the swap. So I kept it like that as is. Because a lot of people will ask, why aren't you swapping the two? One has more stats. Then just build everything else magic based, right? This here has magic at 4.8%. This here has magic at 6.1%. And this here has magic at 2.4. I probably get this one a little higher, but I decided to leave it as is, and everything meets the criteria that we need. We've got magic ability there, so they do a little bit more damage than the actual materials. And then this one here, of course, will break more sigils with circle, which is great. Now, in terms of her limit breaks, I am using the Cerulean Raven. It does decrease physical attack and magic attack. You could, of course, put in a summon in here. Probably will do more for you if you do that. So we'll go ahead and toss this in here for now. And then for sub-weapons, all I did was I put in as much HP and magic attack as I can. So I've got myself the Shiva Blade here. I've got myself Power Soul, which actually is pretty good for magic, boost HP and boost magic ability potency. And then I've got Kuja's Blade. Now this is the problem here. This one gives ability potency. So I may have to swap around and find something with ability potency over magic potency, because if you look at the abilities, I've only got magic attack boost 6. I would love to have get 7 here if possible, but I'm missing a little bit points here, so it wasn't worth increasing that to decrease something else. Boost earth potency, I've only got 9 points. Ideally, you want to get to the 15. But there aren't that many weapons right now that allow you to do boosting that I have that are worth building up, right? So boost attack only +2. Ideally, again, you want to push a little further if possible. 13 points, I only need 2 more points. So I might switch that up a little bit. Boost limit break +11, I'm at level 2. Again, can push this a little bit more, but not really required for that one. And then boost HP is only level 3. Boost magic ability is only level 1. I need one more point, for God's sakes, to get level 2. And then this here is at level 2 right now, which I think is worth replacing to get the magic ability boost. So this one can stay. Kuja's weapon, unfortunately, though, has a lot of magic attack, so it's not worth trading off for me right now. So I'll have to figure it out. It might end up being Shiva's Blade, but the raw stat boost here is worth having. It's just better to have this in place right now. Okay, so another option I was also thinking about, if you decide you want to go hybrid with her, you guys absolutely can. So giving her, let's just say that you're fighting somebody with Earth Element and Ice Element weaknesses, which we're most likely going to have because we have, again, the first Earth weapon finally introduced, and then we have Ice as obviously introduced in this event. So if you want to really help your team out, you can take away Vivi's gun here and just put in Bald Eagle. Yes, it is physical. Yes, you lose a little bit of magic, but you bring in something that's extremely valuable, and that is the ice resist that goes all the way to high, right? So this would be an incredible weapon to have as a sub weapon to help you boost some extra damage for not only yourself but your team too, right? So you can bring some ice materia, do some damage with ice. But if there's Earth opponent, obviously, like weak against Earth and Ice, you're going to want to use your new revolver. But the Bald Eagle here would be a wicked sub weapon to have to help your other party members do way more ice damage because, again, she has the only Earth actual featured banner right now for damage. So keep that in mind. So this is another way to build her, and I think a lot of people were afraid that she has mostly physical, but I think because of some of her abilities to debuff, she could definitely play a really good hybrid role, and I think, in my opinion, personally, is worth having a both physical and magical kind of a little bit across the board to help with the damage, not only for her but also for the team. So let's jump in here. I'll try to do a very hard 2 with this Lucia. So there you guys see you guys already saw what the build looks like. So I'm a 54k. I've co-opted with her a lot. So a couple things I want to point out while we're waiting for a party here. Hopefully we can find one. Number one, the attack is twofold. So you'll see first attack, and then you'll see a secondary attack, like you see in the animation, right? Now, the animation splits up the damage, but the initial damage is recorded right up front, which is beautiful. Because I've had times where I tried to do one of the specials, and what ends up happening is the somebody else will cast like a limit break or something in between, and I thought, oh my god, I lost the other half of the damage, which comes second. But it actually, I started watching, paying more attention, and it's great because the damage is recorded up front. It's just the animation and the numbers that pop up later. So that, number one, is a great thing. So don't be worried, guys. Even though the animation is long, it does instantly record the damage, so you're fine on that part. Number two, it's actually not a long animation at all, which I really do enjoy as well. So that part's good too. And number three, I've fought like with people who had way more power than me. I've been with a Sephiroth who had 90k, and I was doing bigger numbers than him. So you can absolutely do a lot of damage with this build, and even with the magic build Lucia, it's still a pretty dominating one. Okay, so don't worry about it. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Hopefully we can have no problems with this recording because I've had some issues with co-op lately. I don't know what it is. It's been kicking me out. But we'll try it out, and I'll show you guys some of the damage here that pops up. Okay, so here's the mole crawler. Again, it's susceptible to magic damage, not to physical, so I have an advantage in that field right away. And you guys can see some of the damage. Now watch what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we'll do the first attack, right? So this is recorded instantly. That's the beauty of it. So there's 8.3k. If magic defense down is amazing, so that's gonna even do more damage now. So there you guys go. So see what I mean? Like, that 9.2k is instantly recorded. It's not, you don't have to wait for both attacks to unfold for this to work. So there's 6.1, and then this is now 12k, right? So you guys can see the damage is now going up a little bit. We have one layer of magic defense down, that is, and we're still able to pump out pretty decent numbers. So there's 10k, almost 11k, and this number is only going to go up as the stat stream, as my character levels up and the stat stream goes up, right? So first off, look how good this animation looks. She looks so badass, man. I love it. If someone can do magic defense down, that'd be amazing. There we go. It's coming up. Okay, perfect. Now we can go ahead and do, there's 6.3, 12. So I usually hit around this. This is my high, like 13k for my first Earth weapon with a level 52 Lucia, not fully maxed out. I think it's pretty damn decent, to be honest. So I think it's one of those things where as I raise her up, she's going to have even more value as a magic user, especially Mount Nebel, right? Because Mount Nebel is, in fact, a Earth weakness, very hard mode. So bringing her to that is going to make life a lot easier, especially when it comes down to the Earth Elemental bosses that you have to fight. So I think very important to note that this is going to be the first actual unit that can really help you in places where if you don't have Earth Element. She will absolutely dominate there. So very excited to bring her to that, and I'll be making a guide for that this week, guys. So I'm going to get her to level 60 first, and I'll go ahead and make that guide. Okay, See what I mean? Like, look, that boss normally would have cut that damage off, but that full damage is already recorded right from the front. That's a very important feature, guys. Like, a lot of people may not appreciate that, but I think that's a very, very important thing to note, that you don't have to wait for the 2 full damage, which is great because you can cast it and then switch right into a limit break in order to do way more damage. So very, very important to note that. There we go. Right, and there you go. I would have been like 20 some odd K right there, 21K, right? That's because, of course, it went to weakness. Now, the more magic defense down you bring, the more damage you do. So bringing like Nameless with Sephiroth or the Sun Umbrella or anyone that can reduce magic defense is gonna be huge for her. So you guys go, Ace, right? Total damage 1,444K. Overall, looking really, really good. There's the highest damage right there, 21K. Weakness is exploded 12, etc. Right? So Lucia, definitely worth the magic build in my opinion. I love it. I'm very happy I chose this. It's my first Earth element, and I think it's one of those things that is gonna take you far. Now, it doesn't mean other people in this banner are not gonna, or in the next banner, are not gonna come out with Earth. I just love Lucia as a character, and I think she has a lot of value with all of her different weapons, and also the fact that she can be a main DPS and a debuffer, I think is speaks volumes, especially with her limit break, having the ability to reduce physical attack and magic attack down. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. You know, if you decide to pull, good luck. If you don't worry about it. There's always going to be next time that this weapon will be around for a while. It's more the outfit that makes the massive difference, right? Okay, guys, this is Payne. Talk to you guys in the next one.